Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back. What are you doing?
Right, so today the plan was to do the electrics because we've got an electric kit fully wired up and everything. But we've just been talking to our mechanic friend who's done like a bit of electrics and stuff as well. And he's advised us that one of the wires that we have isn't actually thick enough. It needs to be a bit thicker. And also that the way it's wired up, it might just drain our main battery. So we're in a bit of a
Pickle.
see what they say. So in the meantime, Adam's going to run the conduit. So we got 20-meter conduit. I think we got
Conduit.
20-meter conduit, and we decided we're gonna run this under the van. There's some conduit that's already under the van that comes with the van from factory. So we're gonna run it alongside that to the front of the van. And that just means that if anything does need changing in the future, or we do have any problems, we don't have to be lifting up our floor, our plywood, and moving stuff on the inside. We can just get to it from the bottom of the van. That's mainly why we've gone with the decision of under the van.
Yeah, which is a very good decision. So we're going to try and crack on with that. We're going to jack the van up and then hopefully it goes well. But so far everything's been a struggle.
Everything just takes longer than you expect because we thought, yeah, get the electrics done today, and then
Everyone says that as well. Like, all the videos we watch, everyone's like, yeah, we're going to do this today, we're going to do this today, and then they get to the end of the day and they've done like one piece of plying and just like, it just happens, doesn't it?
what on the video?
Yeah.
So Adam was gonna go conduit. I thought that was so weird.
No,
Is it so
just hit
weird?
with my cut.
But let me just show you the hole here already in the van. And actually the conduit fits just in that hole like it was made for it, so.
So we'll just have to seal around the conduit once we're done, just to stop any moisture getting in.
What we're gonna seal it with?
I don't know, some sealant, some silicone or something. And then the other hole we'll have to try and patch that up with something, not sure yet.
We're not gonna use that for the...
Oh, we don't know yet. We'll see.
Just winging it.
1 minute.
Go Adam.
Yeah.
So we're just feeding that through.
Can I have some more, babe?
Cause you can, babe.
What?
Yeah, 1 sec, I've got a sticker stuck. I know.
Yeah.
So I'm just helping by pushing it through while Adam pulls it through underneath. I can't see him, can you? What?
I'm here.
No, I can't see you. There he is. There.
I'm here.
Got you.
More, please.
Oh. It's harder than you think, this bit.
Is it?
Yeah. I know.
Bear with us, because what you're about to see was a waste of time.
Excuse the dirt in the van, we just took the guy up. There I was, working so hard pushing that conduit through.
Hi guys, so I thought I'd just update you. So we're currently just been running a conduit through the van underneath. I've finally met with the battery here, so that's where the wire's going to go through. Just a top tip, we stuck a hoover to one end and then got some string and just hoovered the string through the pipe, so then when we do come to putting the wire through, we can tie the string to one end of the wire and then pull it through to the other. Right, so I've finished running the conduit through underneath the van. I'll just show you now. So I ran that pipe all the way through to the front and all the way back up into the hole in the back. So if you ever got a hole, that is handy. Just got to make sure you don't go near anything hot like the exhaust or anything. So now I'm going to just go around and make sure it's all cable tied up, and then I'm going to try and pull the cable through to make sure that it comes through nicely, and then put the van back together. But that was difficult. Don't know about anyone else who's done it. If you let me know in the comments, but I just found that very stressful, trying to get the conjuring through to the engine, but then making sure you don't hit anything hot. So I've just managed to run it round through the wheel arch, just following the cable from the back and then up into the engine block to the battery. So yeah.
So we've got a little dilemma today. Adam's been doing the conduit for the wiring under the van, and it turns out the wire that's going in the conduit is not long enough. So we need to find out how much more wire we need for starters. So what we've done is we've run some string through the conduit from back to front to represent how much wire we need to go through the conduit, and then we're going to measure this and see how long we need the wire to be. Oh, I should have done the light on.
Hi.
And yeah, I'm very much not happy about it, to be honest.
What's in this amazing idea?
So my tip for this is, if you're going to order your wire or a kit for your wires, is to do this first. So get your conduit, put your conduit where you want it, measure the string through the conduit, and then order your wire or your kit, because then you'll know exactly how long you need the wire to be before you get to this point and you've already ordered the kit and the wire's too short. The reason I'm not happy about it is because Adam said that he'd ordered the correct amount and I trusted him. So we've had words.
Words. We all know Adam can't measure, don't we?
Yep. Looks like so far that we need double.
Top tip, definitely do this before you order the
It's
kit.
like two brains are better than one.
Yeah.
And then come back this way with the string and then get the same measure.
We just need to measure this bit, don't we?
Yep. By the way, I didn't actually make him say this.
She's the brains of the operation.
No, you have to say it loud so we can hear you.
She's the brains of the operation.
Not like that, just tell him.
She's the brains of the operation.
You watched any of our, oh my god. If you watched any of our other videos, you'll know that Adam cannot measure. And I cannot speak.
What's that?
Where's the meters?
I think so that's 200 is 2 metres.
The range is 3 meters.
Yeah.
It's 3 meters too small.
Oh my god.
So how can that even have fitted in anyone's van from into the battery?
I know.
Unless the battery's going under the chair.
Yeah. 3 metres.
Can we not put the battery under the chair?
I don't know.
So, turns out we need 3 extra meters for this wire. This is to run the split charge wire from the back of the van so that it's connected to the battery, the leisure battery that will be in the garage, all the way under the van into the bonnet part of the van to connect to the main battery. So it's a lot longer than you think apparently. I feel like this isn't right. Are you sure you did the string right out there?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem right because I feel like this is like double the van nearly.
Yeah, but it's because it's in and out of like
Oh, can we not change the way you put it underneath? No, you don't want to because it's hard, but can we not?
No, it won't make a difference. I still have to weave it
You
in
should
and
go off
out.
the couch, you filthy.
I'd still have to weave it in and out because you can't just do it direct. You've got to avoid things and it's a nightmare.
I think if you'd have gone from the back side and then that way though, I think that would have been a lot better.
Maybe.
We might have to do that.
See what he says and then I might just have to try and do that. Things happen though.
Everything seems it does take how much more than you think? How much? How much?
Twice as much.
Twice? I think like maybe 5 times? I don't know, 3 times? A lot more.
A lot more. It's all part of the fun though.
Especially if you can't measure.
I've got a tree go on my head. Like a pineapple.
Oh, so basically, yeah, that's the end of what we're going to do today. We're not going to do any more. We're going to go and do some other things. So, yeah, we'll have to try and get this issue sorted and we'll get back to you and let you know what we decide.
Yep. Hello guys, so I was explaining how to run the conduit underneath and it was really fiddly and they ended up using about 5-6 metres of conduit in order to get the wire from front to back, and I don't have enough length for wire. I only have 3 meters of wire, and to be honest I don't want to use too much wiring. My ideal was to go from the engine block through straight to the back on the inside, but I couldn't find anywhere to get through. I've managed to take the plastics off the front in the cab, and I've managed to find a little nook, I'll show you in a minute, for 2 extra spare wires to go through, so I'm going to run the wire through there onto the battery, round through the plastics underneath the steps. 2 holes in the back I need to widen, get the conduit through, and then straight through to the back underneath the floor. So actually making progress now, which is good. So in a second I'll just show you. There guys, so see where my screwdriver is there? There's a little nug, and that's got a wire running through it already, and there's 2 spare, like I keep calling it a nug, but there's 2 spare for 2 extra wires to go through. So I'll show you on the engine side in a second. There we are guys, so on the engine side you can just see, so where my finger's pointing now, that's where the nug enters the engine block, and then we can just go directly straight through to the battery. So I'm much happier with that, and we'll run conduit from that, and that's just to get the split charge in. So yeah, I'll update you soon. So Cindy was right, we ended up going with the second option, and we didn't have to replace the wire. We kept the 3-meter wire and moved the conduit, and everything worked out fine. Woo!
So this is where we ended up running the conduit through for the split charge wire, and this is how to fit in the split charge that we got in our electrical kit.
We would really recommend this kit if you're a beginner or new to electric, because it's served us well over the past 2 years. The split charge is for charging your leisure battery when you're driving, so basically it connects to your alternator or your main van battery to your leisure battery, but it only charges when it hits over a certain voltage. So if your car battery's not got enough volts, it won't then take charge off your battery, so it's really good in that way, so it won't drain your battery.
But what you need to consider when you're choosing your electrics is what you're going to run on the van, and also whether you're going to be on hookup most of the time, solar panel, or whether you're going to just be travelling with no electric, so you know what kind of electrics you need in the van. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode where we'll be putting in the ply flooring.
It's free to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell for notifications.